Skuta Salt River, welcome back to Coach B's video challenges. Today is the part one of the UFO challenge. Now, what is the UFO, you ask? It's an unidentified flying object flying through the air, and if you think about that, what does it kind of look like? A flying saucer. Hey, way back many years ago, some college students decided to, they were like probably bored or something, and they took a pie tin and they started throwing it around, just a normal pie tin like this. And the company saw that and said, wow, what a cool idea. People started like doing it. And so Wham-O bought the rights to the pie tin, made it out of plastic, and then made what's called the flying disc, or the Frisbee, as what most of you know it as. And that's made out of plastic, but you see it looks like a pie tin. This is what this is. And so this was the first flying disc or first Frisbee before Wham-O made the Frisbee, and it's been a big, huge hit ever since then. They even have games like Frisbee golf and Frisbee tournaments and Frisbees with dogs. So there's lots of things you can do with a Frisbee, a lot of tricks you can do. And we're gonna make our own Frisbee, our own UFO, and then we're gonna have a couple games we're gonna play with that over the next couple weeks. So the first thing you got to do is you have to make a Frisbee. So I'm going to show you my Frisbee that I made right here. This is my Frisbee that I made. Basically, it's two paper plates. I actually put a sock in. I stapled it around the edge and then put tape on it. And that's my flying disc, or my UFO. So all I did was take two paper plates. I took a sock. I took one sock. I'm not sure if you need one sock or two socks or any socks at all or any type of weight. I put a weight in the inside. I took the other plate. I put it over the edge like this. I stapled it around the edge, and then I put tape on it to give it some more reinforcement. Now, you can use paper plates, styrofoam plates. I probably wouldn't use a glass plate because it may only last once. You got to figure out how much weight you want in it, or no weight at all. You can use masking tape. You can use, this is painter's tape. You can use duct tape. If you don't have staples, that's okay. Just tape it. If you don't have tape, just staple it. If you have staples but no tape. But you have to make yourself some kind of UFO out of something is what you need. So whatever it is that you can make a UFO out of is what you need to do. So here is mine right here. I did not decorate it yet, but I will be decorating it. I need you to decorate yours. This is a pie tin. It can probably go like this. Here are two equal pie tins. It could probably go like that. This is an aluminum pie tin, which are easily available. If you're buying things at the grocery store, you can get one or two of those. This is lighter. Whoa. It's lighter than this. This is a little bit heavier than this. So when I make this, if I was making out of two of these, or one of these, I would put some kind of weight, either tape it in there if I was making a one-sided. So I'd probably put something in it to weigh it down if it was one-sided. I made mine a two-sided, but you could use one-sided. You could make it out of a box. This is a pizza box. Right here, it's square, but it still may work. It's quite large, so it may be harder to throw. I don't know, but here's the deal. Make yourself a UFO, and then you're going to practice throwing that UFO. So I'm going to show you how to throw it, because next week when you get the videos, you're going to have to do a challenge with your UFO. You're going to have to use your UFO. So make your UFO, decorate it, send me a video or a picture if you want to of your completed UFO. Upload it and send it through your class dojo to me. That would be awesome. And I would really appreciate it. So let's get to how to throw these, because I think that's kind of important. So you're going to make the UFO, and then you're going to practice throwing it this week. That's your job. Your job is to make it and practice throwing it. So here's what it looks like. Are you ready? So what it looks like, I'm going to practice first with the box, because it's large. You're going to place your index finger, this finger here, your booger finger, where your pointer finger, whatever you want to call it, and you stick it on the side. You place a thumb on top, and the rest of your fingers curled underneath. You're going to turn your wrist in. So that's what mine looks underneath. This looks from the side. That's what looks on the top. You're going to curl it in. You're going to bend your elbow sideways. You're going to turn sideways towards your target. Elbow towards your target, body sideways towards your target. And when you release it, you're going to turn your wrist. You're going to turn your wrist. You're going to turn or spin that, try to spin that box as much as you can. So you can see I'm going to turn it in really far, bring my elbow out, spin it all the way out. So it's going to look something like that. And it flies pretty good. So that one flew pretty good. So here is the aluminum pie tin with nothing on it. Here is my finger on the side. There is my thumb on the side, on the outside top, and my fingers curled underneath. Elbow towards the target, my body face towards the target this way. And I throw it. Oh, that one didn't quite go quite so well. Probably because it's too light. But you're going to have to experiment that with it. So you're going to keep practicing with your Frisbee. Thumb's curled underneath, finger across the top, thumb across here. You're going to curl it and try to get as much spin this way as you can. And then towards your target and release and point towards your target. So you release it. That one actually flew really well. So it went all the way across the room. I can show you from this side over here. Here's my fingers curled. Here's my finger on top. There's my thumb. Bend towards the target. Take it and throw. It's going to hit, make a sound. Oh! Don't do that in your kitchen unless you get in trouble. So here it is. Here's mine. This is the one I am going to be using right here. I put a sock inside, 2 paper plates, stapled it, and then taped it. I put my fingers on the bottom side, my 1, 2, 3 fingers down there. I put my pointer finger, my index finger on the side, my thumb across the top. I stand, I point sideways to my target. My target's that way. If my target was the camera, I'd be facing just like this towards the camera. So if I was trying to hit the camera, I would be throwing like this, straight towards the camera. I'm going to curl this in as far as I can this way. And then I step, curl it, release it, and let it spin, and then point towards the target. So that's kind of what we do. So here's what it looks like. So you have to make a decision, boys and girls. What do you want to make your Frisbee out of? Make your Frisbee. If you're not happy with it, remake another one. But be happy with your Frisbee. Practice with your Frisbee. Adjust it. Make the best Frisbee you can. And then next week with your Frisbee, we're going to have a Frisbee challenge or a UFO challenge. So make that UFO. Make it so that it works. And then we will want you to practice and then do the UFO challenge next week. And I'll tell you what that is on next week. Ani Uptuck Chicket, Coach B. I'll see you next week with the UFO challenge.